you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room, what's going on, y'all? That's right, you didn't think I was gonna do a show today, but yes, I am. I'm changing up the times on you motherfuckers, man. We're gonna do this show later in the day, because I know a lot of y'all be working and getting it in, being good adults, doing what you gotta do, spreading that peace and positivity. Matter of fact, you know, we start off every episode with peace, love, positive energy, pushing it forward to you, hoping that you are pushing it forward and passing it forward to everybody else. Hope everybody's doing well, having a great Thursday, getting to the money, building your brand, platform, whatever you're doing, man, building up some type of generational wealth for your family. All right? I really do hope that. Hope you keep the green mind state. What up, GMS fam? I see you, CT Reed, Brielle, Black Hippie Ricky, Earth Angel, Faith Arius, JJ Brimdog, High Def, all in the soil. What's going on, all in the soil? Young Rain in the building. Look, we got some things to talk about today, y'all. One thing I will say, though, is I had a very interesting day yesterday. I went to the Timberwolves game yesterday. It was a really, really dope game. They played the Thunder. But before I went to the game, something interesting happened. And I'm not going to tell you till next week. So let's get into the show. Fresh and Fit. All right, we got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk about Fresh and Fit and the debacle that happened with them and Asian Doll, and now them catching backlash for all the things that they have said and different stuff. Even Joe Budden came at them, but I'll read that shit later. We're going to talk about the Jim Jones shit that just happened today. That was very weird, and we actually going to deep dive that, and I want to make sure we keep that to a serious, you know what I'm saying, ordeal. I know some people may crack some jokes. It's cool, but there's a bigger picture within what happened with Jim Jones' comments that he made about his mom. And also, I'm gonna give you guys an update on the Young Dolph situation, because they have found somebody responsible for Young Dolph's death. Now, let's keep it going. Fresh and Fit, man. So for those that know, Fresh and Fit is a podcast that is run by these two guys. And they tend to have guests on that are IG models and OnlyFans girls, shit like that, just so they can, I guess, do what they do and bring them back down to earth, I guess. I don't know. I do not know their intentions, but I do know that a bunch of wild shit has happened on that podcast since these guys have started. People have pulled guns on these guys, on the guests. Motherfuckers be walking out. The dudes on there, you know, now that they have more notoriety, they're feeling themselves, so they feel like they can say certain things, and you know, I'm not a fresh and fit watcher, but I do know that they do get in the headlines for a lot of fuckery. Most recently, they had a rapper, Asian Doll, on the show. For those who don't know Asian Doll, she is a rapper from Chicago, and a lot of people do know her for being the girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of late rapper King Von. Now, she went on the show. I believe she got on the show late or whatever. She showed up late. But before the show, or before she showed up, I guess one of the hosts, Myron, was constantly telling one of the girls to stop having side conversations and all this other stuff because it ruins the show. Now, we all understand this. If you have common sense, you should understand that. Stop talking, making side conversations. We're trying to run a show one at a time. Boom. I get it. The weird part to me is that people don't see beyond like certain things. So the way that certain people talk to certain individuals is telling, because the way that it went down, if somebody, like, they give the excuse that this you know, that Asian Doll showed up late so she doesn't know what's going on. If I was a person in that situation, I know she came in late, I would explain to her, hey, I know you got here late, but I've been telling these girls for a minute but it was him already having frustration of telling these girls already to calm down. Then he kind of took it on and took it out on Asian Doll, who came late. So because she came late, it's still not an excuse to talk to somebody any kind of way, because you are running the show, right? You want to be professional. You want to do things the right way. The thing is, the way that he came off in that situation is one thing, and then you have things resurface, because that tends to happen when things go viral. People find things that people said before and try to, you know, bring light or try to validate their opinion on that person. So what people were saying was, oh, he did that because he doesn't like black girls. And I'm like, all right, that's kind of like, you know, that's the easy cop out. Like I said, I don't watch these guys like that. So I'm like, that's an easy cop out. You can't just say he doesn't like black women. Like, he was doing what he was supposed to do. And then the clips posted, resurfaced of them talking about black women. But before I do that, let me just play this. I can't play the video because them niggas be out here trying to tear down people's platforms. So let me just play the audio.
It's like the fifth time I've told you that, right?
Yeah,
Sixth time.
Like, stop. For real, like, stop.
He mean.
I'll just keep it real, man.
No,
Like,
but
you
he's cool.
haven't been here,
I
so
I
you
don't
haven't
give a
seen
fuck
it.
about none of that shit.
Yeah, it's the whole show. Come on.
Yeah, she's been doing it the whole show. I'm not mean as I just have rules. Simple.
All right, go ahead. It's podcast.
Damn.
What I look for in a man
You a
in
mean
club,
ass
that's
nigga.
like approaching me.
Hold on. Excuse me?
You mean?
I'm not mean at all.
Okay, I don't care.
Have you been here the whole time?
No.
All right, then. So you don't know what was
I
happening,
don't
right?
give a.
Okay, then. So how you going to come on somebody's show, not know what go down, and say, oh, you're mean?
It don't matter. I can say what I want.
Okay, well, you can get off the show,
Freedom of
too.
speech. I don't give
Man,
Get off the show,
chill,
too.
man. Chill out, bro.
Listen, don't do my like
Nah,
that.
you can go. Just
Chill,
go.
chill.
No,
She ain't gotta
you're not
go.
going to come on the platform
Bro,
disrespect.
Nah, chill, bro.
Okay.
She ain't gotta go nowhere.
No, she
chill,
could go.
Chill, bro.
I don't have to.
Chill.
Come on, baby. We don't have to be this
don't
mean.
give
We
a
can
fuck.
all be.
Listen.
Come on.
Chill out, bro.
Let's calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
He's hot. I'm calm.
No, I'm very calm, but it's like, bro, you got to show a little bit of respect on the platform.
It's cool,
respect.
bro.
You talking about some
Chill.
other shit. I say you mean. It is what it is. What you want me to say?
That's
You
not the truth,
mean,
though.
You mad about I saying mean? You grown as hell.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that, I will admit, she started her. She stopped her with that shit. She did stop her with that shit. You are a grown ass man. It's not like she called you a bitch or called you. So she just said you was mean. And the way that she put it, it was like when I was watching, I was like, all right, I get where he's coming from. I get where she's coming from. But then when she said that, I was like, all right, bro, yeah, she's right about that.
Cool,
Respect, you
bro.
talking about
Listen.
some other
Chill.
shit. I say you mean. It is what it is. What you want me to say?
that's not the truth,
mean,
though.
you mad about I saying mean? You grown as hell.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
hilarious.
Earlier on the show,
Fuck.
there's a little back and forth. So he just telling her to chill because it was like 5 times before to like chill.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay, but I said he mean. Why he wanna stop?
See, the other host, what he did right there was try to do damage control. But the thing is, that should have happened off the bat. his co-host should have been the one to respond to her off the bat the way that he did, and the whole interaction probably would have never happened. He's like, okay, so basically what he did was not being the hothead or the dude that's into his ego. He was like, hold on now, let me explain to you what happened before you got here. She was talking, blah, 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 and I'm pretty sure that this woman, Asian Dolph, it was explained to her that way instead of already coming off irritated, there wouldn't have been the confrontation, in my opinion.
Well,
Because you don't know what was going on.
we are
I don't
hosting the show.
know.
It's good though, bro. Hey,
Why would
yo.
that piss you off?
Chill, bro. It's all right. We all right. We good.
He want a
I mean,
moment. Get us slow.
We good. Let's keep going, bro. We all
I want to
right.
leave.
Let's keep
Don't
baby, you
leave,
got
please.
I won't.
Please.
Okay, just like from here on, Netty Pod.
Daddy pop for tomorrow
That's
morning.
messed up.
I need one. Venmo me or send it to me via Uber Eats. Thanks. Bye.
Here we go. Dixie. No.
Now, she got up and ended up leaving. So, the thing about this is, right, the reason why people are like, the reason why the interaction happened, like I said, the other host, there's no reason why the other host of the show was able to explain that calmly and in a way where it was non-confrontational, but the other co-host or the other host felt the need to come off as irritated. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are certain ways you got to handle shit. I get it. You running the show. Like I said, I see it from his side as well. You running the show. You don't need no background talk. And then all of a sudden somebody comes in late and they have a problem with how you doing shit or they calling you mean. You're like, motherfucker, I've been here the whole time dealing with this bullshit and then you come out of nowhere. I get his frustration. But as a man, see, a lot of these men go on here who are like them and find the opportunity to say the things that they've been wanting to say to women their whole lives because they weren't getting them at first. So when it's time to get disrespectful, they don't miss the chance. See, that's, in my opinion, what they look like to me. The guys that find the opportunity to say what they want to say to the girls that they have up on their platform, because these are the people that used to turn them down. Why do you think they have somebody like Academics on there? And I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to this Academics. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say some shit that niggas don't believe. I actually do not have any dislike for Academics anymore. I had to sit back and be like, Academics is being Academics. That's just him. Doesn't matter how he moves. As a matter of fact, if I don't like how he moves, I'm not gonna pay attention to how he moves or talk about how he moves. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of in that realm of thinking about shit. I don't have no problem with Academics, but I'm saying Academics is one of those people that has said that these same girls that he's been smashing since he's been on are the same girls that wouldn't look his way. So these same guys have this image of certain girls like this, like the Instagram models or the OnlyFans girls. And they won't waste no time to go in. Now, I'm gonna say this to play devil's advocate. There's a lot of dudes out there who wouldn't speak their mind to girls like that because they'd be so head over heels and be wanting to get with them so bad and be so stuck and so struck and be so thirsty. Now, I will say guys like Academics and guys like the Fresh and Fit guys were fortunate enough to get denied so much that they don't hesitate to say what's on their mind to a bad bitch, quote unquote. I feel like that's a fair assessment. But Myron replied to what was going on. I'm going to show you guys this right here. He replied to what was going on. He posted a Instagram story. He said, "This is why the Fresh and Fit podcast is critical for men. LOL, I can't even tell the truth without getting reported." He said, "Here are all the facts. She came late. She calls me mean. I explained the context under which I was addressing the other girl, not Asian Doll. I had warned her multiple times prior to stop having side conversations as it hurts the quality of the show. Asian Doll continued to argue and use explicitives when it was obvious she was incorrect. She claims to be defending women on the Shade Room not you're defending your own ego for being grossly incorrect about a situation you have no knowledge of. This is how mainstream media tries to paint a false narrative. Anyone that watches the whole podcast will see the blatant disrespect. Take notes, gentlemen. See, now, here's what we have this. The calls me mean part, he has to understand how lame that looks. I'm sorry, but somebody called you mean, dog. Stop it. Super grown ass man. Platform is growing, becoming successful, and you let the fact that somebody call you mean get you in this predicament. Now other shit has surfaced, and I'm going to let you hear this because as soon as this happened, Twitter wasted no time to pull up the clips of them talking about black women. Listen to this.
Which are traits of feminine women. What's her gram?
What's Instagram
Dude,
again?
you
got
are
a lot of love today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date black girls. It's not because like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are not the
You
stereotype.
are not the same. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
They're-
So I
they're
will give you
saying
that
this-
compliment.
What's
They're
your
too.
saying that to a black girl on the show in front of 4 other white girls. There's 5 girls on the show. One of them is black, and these 2, one of them black, the other one I believe Arab, is telling this black girl that she's not like the rest of the ratchet, loud, ignorant black girls. She's different. That's crazy. Just listen to this.
Like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this? Ratchet, and they don't know how to like be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You are not the
props to you.
stereotype.
Yeah,
You are not the
You
stereotype.
are not the same. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah. So I will give you that compliment. too.
What's
It's a
your
pleasure.
Instagram?
It's Crystal.
What about the black dating app called Black?
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like
Nah,
that.
man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
So,
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
So, if you need more context in that, let me play that again because some people may feel like these guys really don't like black women. But let me play that
An app
again.
called Black.
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like
Nah,
that.
man.
We ain't night riders.
Nah,
So,
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, so which are traits of feminine women.
Come on,
What's her
man.
gram?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, do you agree with that? Or do you find that to be some clown ass shit? Can't wait to hear somebody try to justify this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put up a poll. Yes, I'm going to put up a poll. Fuck that. We are going to put up a poll. I haven't done a poll in a long time. Let me put this poll up, man. All right, let's see. Let me see. Where's the chat at, man? Let me put this poll up. What you think? The question is out. Who's dating them? I have no idea. Shock value, that's the worst shock value to have. That is the worst shock value you could try to display, my guy, because if that's they version of shock value, holy shit. All they gonna get is a bunch of MAGA right-wing motherfuckers in their chat now, like, oh yeah, thank you, finally some Negroes that say they don't like the darkies. Come on, man. Abba and Preach are rubbing their hands like Birdman right now. They can't wait. I can't wait to see their reaction to this shit. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, wow. 123 Kids said on Abba and Preach's video, they said people from the dark-skinned dude's school in Barbados said the dude was a weirdo growing up and did not get women. Of course. You can tell by the way that he presents himself now. You can tell when somebody get money and they get confident, but they've never been confident in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just building confidence. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by how they act, how they talk. It's weird. I could have worded it better. Nah. I think it's right on point. Nah. I can't give them the grace after that shit. If you give these niggas grace after hearing that type of shit, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, Pedro's Thoughts, for the 2. He said GMS type like he's 70. Is the poll still up? I don't see it. Is it up? Let me see. Let me see if I mistyped some shit. Do you think Fresh and Fit don't like black women? Oh, yeah, I said that right. Huh? Oh. I should have worded it better than you are right. I did, but you get what I meant. Eternal, you motherfucker, you. I didn't realize I typed it like, hey, do you realize I literally just put out the joint, okay? I literally just put out the joint. Eternal, don't do this to me, okay? I'll do it better next time. But people got what I meant for the most part. Joe Budden had something to say about this situation. Joe Budden usually doesn't comment on other podcasts like that, but this is what Joe had to say about this. He said, now, I don't normally do the repost another pod, whatever bullshit. But one, I just don't. Two, some stuff just doesn't deserve to be highlighted, but today I'll make an exception. He said, I don't know these two doofs, but they don't get to do this. Too ignorant, inexperienced, insecure, fragile, and weak for this stale gimmick to not be seen through. Black women are everything, especially beautiful. Every kind of beautiful too. So to hear this from them, LOL, it's laughable, but it's not. It's not y'all don't date black women, fam. Black women don't date y'all. I can tell. So you harbor this hate and base opinions off as if you've been outside long enough to even know yourself. And y'all are angry about it, just not angry enough to not use them. These idiots know most podcasts can't get off the ground or gain any traction without love or hate from black women. Both act as fuel. This is nothing more than a cheap, tasteless heave at a payday. The words don't match the actions. If you hate them, do it without them. Skip the topic. Don't have them as guests. You clearly don't know how to host them. Don't cater convo toward them. Say no to every dollar, view, like, download, subscription generated directly or indirectly by them. Then I'll believe you. This is just pure laziness amongst other things. If you can't find a funny, creative way to be inclusive or discuss dating, then go back to the drawing board. I'll skip the lecture on self-hatred and just be glad they make it so easy to spot. Joe had a lot to say. Joe had a lot to say. And all of it was 100% correct. There was not one thing I disagree with, and it's very hard for me to find something that I don't find a kink in and be like, I kind of fucked up. No, Joe was on point. Joe was on point. And see, you know, a lot of people like to deflect. They like to talk about, oh, but this person dated this person or they only date this person when skipping the whole message. You know what I'm saying? Don't skip out on the message. What he's saying is 100% correct. See, people don't understand that, like, certain personal things that they think about people that aren't even major, like, oh, this person dates this person, but not gonna listen to what they're saying that actually makes sense. It makes sense. And I can't disagree with that. But I think that these guys are extremely weird. I don't know how else to put it. But Fresh and Fit, man, I guess, you know, do what y'all do. I'm not here to fucking tear you guys down like you do other motherfuckers or black women in particular on your show, or whoever you bring up there, IG model, OnlyFans, thoughts, it don't matter. Y'all do y'all thing. There's a lane for everything. But if you a motherfucker that is not entertained by that type of shit and you don't subscribe to the bullshit like that, I suggest just don't pay him no attention. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about Fresh and Fit. I don't give a fuck if these guys went on the air and said that they hate all black people. I'm not ever gonna talk about these guys ever again. I needed this to be known because this was a subject that I would definitely speak on if it was anybody else who said some weird, goofy ass, lame shit like that. And you know, I'm just not surprised it came from them. Now, some weird things happen. What up, cocaine on the wood grain? Something weird happened, man. Before I was getting ready to do the show or to post a preview of the show, I had other subjects, but then I was like, this just crossed my path, and it was the weirdest shit that I seen all day. I was gonna say all year, but I forgot it's only like the fucking 6th day of January. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna top the list of weirdest shit you will hear on the internet all 2022. Jim Jones. Dipset. Now, let me make something very, 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 very clear. This is not a slight. This is not me trying to disrespect or make fun of Jim for this, because Jim was a child. Jim Jones was a child when this happened. And because a child who loves their mother, especially a single mother, I believe that's the case. His father it wasn't around. I assume. I think so. But that grows that love for the mother even more. So anything that they present to you in your lifetime, especially as a kid when you're the most impressionable, you're gonna believe that it's all right, it's okay. So what happened was, matter of fact, shout out to Orion. He commented on one of my videos. It's like, yo, you gonna talk about this Jim Jones breaking news? I'm like, what breaking news? What happened? Did Freddie Gibbs pull up and punch that nigga in the face? What happened? I went and saw why he was trending, and I watched the video. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I'm going to let you hear it for yourself first, and then we'll get into the subject.
What did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom she showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having
I would
babies
for
now,
sure wanna have my
and
daughter.
look how they act with their babies. It's like
Be
they
like
have a little
besties.
sister or a little brother
Yeah, you
more
grow
than
up
they
with
had.
them.
than
Did you
their
think?
child.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
I was like, oh, you
My
spit
mom's, it didn't faze me. The first time I tongue kissed a girl, I was blown. I was so pissed off. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
All right, y'all. Listen, man. That is by far like one of the weirdest things that I've ever heard. I don't know about other people that has probably heard this and probably been through this and was like, holy shit. But I read earlier somebody in here said he's grown. He should know better by now. And I understand that thinking. But like I said, this is probably something that isn't talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like he probably hasn't told this story a lot, or he probably has, you know what I'm saying? That's something like, think about that. That happened when he was a kid and he felt like it was normal. So for the rest of his life, he just went on like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he really paid attention to how messed up that is. You know what I'm saying? It's 100%. It's 100% weird. I don't know how else to put it. That is, and I'm trying to be respectful because I have nothing against Jim Jones at all. So me having respect for Jim Jones, and I'm not necessarily a fan of Jim Jones, like music wise, anything like that. I do think he's dope, but you know, I don't turn on Jim Jones like that. But I have respect for him. Like he's part of the generation of music I grew up, you know, listen to and shit. Like I respect him in that way. I have that type of respect for the culture and music. Like even if I'm not like a fan of somebody, I still respect them as an artist and being somebody who has held it down for a while. So that's where I'm coming from with this situation. I'm not trying to police y'all comments or anything like that. Y'all say what y'all want to say, do what y'all want to do. Green room, that's y'all. Y'all have y'all discussions or whatnot. I probably won't read a few things, but I'm going to just say, in my opinion, that is some underlying abuse. You can't be the one to, like, it would have been one thing for him to say she taught me how to tongue kiss by telling me you do this, you do that, because, you know, that's just like parents. Sometimes parents do that. They'll go the extra mile to be like, okay, when you do this, when you do this with a girl, you got to do and whatever. Like a lot of parents are real like that. You know what I'm saying? And very upfront. But you don't actually do the action. You don't actually make out with your son. That is the weirdest. That is the weirdest shit in the world to me. You cannot literally tongue down your child trying to teach them. That is like, I don't know what to gather from it, because it's like the weirdest shit in the world to me just to think about, like the image of it. Thinking of this, no matter what it was, you know, he's talking about like, think about it. He's like, think about it. She was 17. She was, no, man, that there's no excuse for it. And then that's when you can tell that he had this excuse in his head, or that she put it in his mind that was something normal, when he knows that it's not. Like I said before, when you have a love for your mother as a young boy, you want to believe your mother. You want to trust your mother. So for her to do something like that and take advantage of him in that way, and then to make him feel like it was something that was normal, that is, I can't agree with that. And I know that now to even go deeper with it, there's a level of trauma that this dude is facing. Because now, because you see that he said that he felt like, or that he took up for her when they asked him, like, wait, she kissed you in the mouth? Yeah, you got to think of like he was on the defense about it. So it's not going to be easy to convince him that what happened was wrong. He has to go through some therapy sessions. And on top of that, I think the one thing has to happen is his mom has to come to him and say, I did that and I was wrong. I should have never did that. That was me being sick. I was sick in the head when I did that. I don't know what I was thinking. If he ever has to ask her to her face, which I probably don't know if it will ever happen or if he would ever do it, because like I said, he feels like it's normal. But if he ever asks her, Ma, did you do this because of this, or was this me being taken advantage of, molested, abused? What was this? If she is able to confront that and take accountability in that, that's when the healing might start for this guy. Because he has to see it differently. His mom is the one that taught him and that made him feel like that was something that was normal, like everybody on his block was doing that. That is a very odd situation, and I think now that and you could tell it was normal to him because nobody. It's like, why did he say that? That has to be something in his mind. Like you said, Jim is grown now; he should know better. Clearly, he still feels like that is a normal thing because of how quick he was to say that. People who grow up and realize something's wrong or off pocket and not right, and they got it taken advantage of, they're not going to speak about it as regular as he did. So I think now he's going to see the backlash from it and see everybody talking about it. And I think that conversation is going to be had. It's probably going to be some shit where his mom is on the defense and, you know, she feels like people are just trying to cause a rift between her and her son. You know, the classic shit, the classic deflection shit where people don't want to take accountability for the wrongdoings that they did, especially to their child, because they're supposed to be the ones to love and take care of their child and protect their child, not take advantage of their child, abuse their child, or do some weird shit like that. That's how I feel. And once again, man, look, Jim, that is some shit that Jim has to come up with himself. He has to take the initiative to see the wrong in it. And if he don't, man, I mean, what can we do? We can only watch from afar, but we can only see how this shit is going to turn out later on when shit is said and done, man. I hope this shit is hope is rectified, man. That's a heavy trauma to have on your life, to feel like the world knows that you were basically molested and by your own mother. That's not. See, it's sick to say. Like when I say I don't want to say things out of respect, it's not out of fear. It's out of the way that it presents itself. It's a very sick thing to say. I don't like saying those things. It's very fucking weird, man. It's very weird to say. So I like to try to watch how I say certain shit. And, you know, not only out of respect, but because the shit is fucking weird to say. It's not easy to just say, hey, you know, somebody got molested. That's not. And also because of the algorithms. The YouTube algorithms will fucking kill me for that shit. But, yeah, he's got to work that out, man. He's got to work that situation out, and I hope he does, and I hope that accountability is taken. That's all I can hope for, man. I pray for the healing and all that shit. I pray for all that shit. Now, I have to update y'all on some shit that broke the news just yesterday, or I believe the day before. Yeah, just yesterday. Police have identified one of the shooters who was involved in Young Dolph's murder. That is right. This man right here. Let's go to the article, man. I gotta show y'all this article. Suspect named in the murder of rapper Young Dolph. Memphis police and U.S. Marshals Service announced the name of a suspect in the shooting death of Young Dolph. The Memphis, Tennessee rapper who was killed on November 17th. Justin Johnson is his name. 23, is wanted by police in connection with the murder. Alleged charges including first-degree murder, criminal attempted first-degree murder, and property theft. The Memphis Police Department said on Wednesday evening that in a release posted on social media. Police urged the public to share any information regarding the suspect's whereabouts and said that Johnson is a fugitive and should be considered armed and dangerous. Johnson is 5'8", 190 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes. Police said an award up to $15,000 is being ordered for information leading to his arrest. Law enforcement said Young Dolph, whose given name was Adolph, was shot and killed in Memphis November 17th while visiting Makita's homemade butter cookies. According to police, that's them talking about that shit. But I need y'all to understand who this guy is. There's another picture of this guy. Right there. This is what it is. People tend to be the ones that are close to you who really, really hate on you and want to see you ultimately fail because you are winning out here and they not. Imagine being in the same place as somebody, partying with somebody, and meanwhile you over there staring at them because you hate them. With that goofy ass face, man. That shit is so crazy to me. And another crazy part about this is the internet found out about this guy, Justin Johnson, way before the police put out a tip about his, like, the thing is they could have probably been found the guy because the way that everybody this isn't a surprise to the public because people on the internet already figured the whole shit out because they went back and watched it from the car, from the fit that dude had on. They where they found the Mercedes at was at the same house that this guy, who is also a rapper, shot a video in front of. I mean, ultimate levels of stupidity. You can't get more goofy than that. Oh, I'm going to go and commit a crime, and I'm also, not only is this a crime, but it's a high-profile crime against somebody who the whole world is going to talk about, and I'm going to take the vehicle that was used in that crime and bring it back to a place where I recorded a music video at. Ultimate levels of stupidity. You can't, man, I'm telling you, it's the way that people do shit. It's the way that people will self-snitch and just be so just dumb. It's a matter of fact, if there's somebody out there right now in Memphis or somebody that knows this guy, go ahead and just get that $15K. He already snitched on himself. This is not snitching. You just saying where the snitch is at. You just saying where the guy who self-snitched on himself is at. That's just an easy $15K. Go ahead and chalk that up, man. For one, it was senseless. There was no reason for this to happen. Once again, somebody just being killed in their own hometown. And the fact that you just was dumb enough to just do the actions that you make the actions that you made afterwards to get yourself obviously caught. Just so dumb, man. I cannot stress it enough. It don't make no sense, man. And it was crazy how Dolph had to go out over some goofy dumb shit. What up, DJ? DJ Jig, tight in the building. I cannot stress it enough, man. Y'all got to watch the people that's around you. The shit don't make no sense. Young Dolph was somebody who, and like I said, man, it's not somebody who I was a huge fan of, major fan of, but I have respect for this culture. I have a major respect for music, and it always hurts me when I see somebody get, killed, especially at a young age, and especially at a time when, they're doing real well for themselves, raising a family. You know what I'm saying? Has a whole wife and kids. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of shit that it will never in my life make sense to me. And I also will say that I never put anything past people I don't know as well. We also see people in the spotlight and we love them and we cherish their music and we, you know what I'm saying, niggas turn up to the shit, but we never know what they're doing behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know why what happened to Young Dolph happened, but I will say, regardless of why it happened, it's still senseless. It still makes no sense why that type of shit is still going on. I wish it could stop, but I know it won't. People are ignorant as shit, and like I said, we need to protect our own, and we just know that there are some people who are fucking lost to the cause, and we gotta fucking push those motherfuckers to the side. We don't need them, regardless of who they are, black or not. If you are a virus, if you are toxic to the progress of our people when it comes to their minds and how they move and generational wealth, we do not need your participation. You stay your ass over there. I'm not with the everybody on board, because guess what? When everybody's on board, it's always somebody that's gonna fuck shit up because they thinking about themselves or because they ignorant as hell. So we need to protect our own in the sense that everybody that has the same common goals and wants to see us do better and wants to see us make a change for the better, think for the better, practice building your own shit and getting your own shit and having your own shit for all that shit. If you're with that, I'm with you. Point blank, period. Now, like I said, earlier in the show, I mentioned something that was happened yesterday, and I don't want to give it away yet. I don't want to talk about it yet. I'm gonna have y'all wait on that. But it's a good wait. I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. It's not like I can't tell you now. It's just that I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see how this plays out first, and then I'll tell you guys about it. But trust me, you want to be here next week for sure. Okay, for sure. I promise you, it is the way. It is. You won't believe it. You won't believe it, but it happened. Okay, there's a few people that know what happened already in the chat. There's a few, there's only a few, and then when I say a few, I mean like a few as in two, that know exactly what happened last night. So trust me, they can vouch for it. He said, "Did you shit your pants?" Oh man, it took me off guard. I know that much. But listen to this, man. Look, GMS fam, I'm about to roll up another one, but I'm just not going to do it on stream. I appreciate you guys a lot. You know what time it is. If you did not participate in the chat, now is your time. Put a motherfucking GMS in the chat right now. Right now. And I'm going to shout you out. Everybody put a GMS in the chat and I'm going to shout you out. I promise you. All right? Come on now. Let's go. Lady Aries, you my moderator, so expect a DM from me right after the show. I forgot to tell you, But I know that you can. I know that you will keep a secret for us because you GMS fan. So I'ma hit you right after the show, and I'ma let you know what happened, my moderator. But everybody else gotta wait till next week. Shout out to Black Hippie Ricky, Newbie in the building. What's up, my guy? JR in the building, Lady Aries, 123 Kid, CT Reed, Sanaa, JJ, The One, Maryland Areas, Baby G, Anarchy 169, Trey 979. Hey, by the way, pull up to my Instagram. Club GMS is happening. Club GMS is happening right after this stream. I'm talking about as soon as I end this motherfucker, we are going to Club GMS. Pull up to my Instagram, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, follow me on all my socials. I follow back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I will most appreciate it. Yo, go to my Instagram. It's going down. Shout out to The One, Trey 979, DJ Jig Tight, JJ, C-Mo, Earth Angel, Faith, Ryan Brown, Glittery Bubbles, Toke Champs Podcast in the building. Oh shit, Toke Champs. Shout out to Toke Champs. If y'all really a podcast, I'm gonna pull up and see what y'all about, man. And I'm gonna see what y'all about. And if I fuck with y'all, I'm gonna let the people know to go ahead and subscribe to y'all. And if y'all wanna go do it now and check them out, y'all can do that too, because I'm dope like that. Shout out to Joe Blast. Hey. John Jones in the building. Nora's son in the building. Brim Dog in the building. Young Rain in the building. Hey. Time to roll up, man. If you ain't doing it, you better hop to it, my GMS family. I appreciate y'all so much. We out.